Hello there, friendly meatbags and bots. Not too long ago, the Akron PD tried laying things on the line for Ed and Sally, as many of you probably know. Of course, they seemed somewhat less than receptive at the time. However, the general decrease in goblin activity online leads me to believe this little chat made a difference. As this is now relatively old news, I won't be getting into the whole thing. There are simply a few parts that could use a bit of clarification. I have come here to do that and lick popsicles. Observation. I'm unable to lick anything, as I have no tongue. What to do? Analyzing word meanings. An alternative definition of the word lick is a term for decisively defeating another in combat. Taunt. Say your prayers, frozen water and syrup.
It's already stemming from. I would just be flat out honest with you guys. You need to get rid of your internet. And this is going to...
Well, then how do I pay my bills?
Well, I get that. So...
And sir, that's easy, Sally. You have a couple of options. First, you could simply, and quite easily, change the fucking Wi-Fi password. You giant knob. Make it something difficult, like Raxo sucks. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And don't share it with Chance. If that is too difficult for you, cut the Wi-Fi and use your cellular data to pay the bills. Easy peasy.
The other part of the thing is, you need to... Okay, fine. You need to get rid of his computer. That is going to be the only way that all of this shit stops and you guys will be peaceful.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Now, if it was your family, what would you do?
Well,
Answer! I would face the fact that my girlfriend's adopted son is obviously a highly regarded, spoiled brat who can't take care of himself. Hell, he can't even handle the damn laundry! My words would be blunt. Sally, look at him. The second you die, he loses his caretaker. He'll be on the street, and you know what will happen to him there. If you want to save his life, you need to get him declared unfit. That way, he can get into a group home or something similar where he can be taken care of. Of course, he is going to be miserable at first, but in time, he might just settle in and carve out a niche for himself. Supervision and routine can work wonders for people like Chanceless.
oh, I 100%, I would handle business. Okay?
I'm not his dad. I'm her boyfriend.
Okay, and I get that. So then...
Well, aren't you the helpful one, Ed? Ask the cop what he'd do, then deflect to Sally. You sure they fixed your spine in that operation? Or maybe gave you one made out of Jell-O?
And he is 34 years old.
He's a 33-year-old adolescent, Sally. He stopped maturing mentally around the age of 12. You have a man-child who doesn't understand the way the world works, shows his penis to strangers of all ages, and asks for nudes from children around his mental age. He is not only a menace, he's suffering under your lack of proper care.
Okay, well then he needs to go. Because, Sally, how many times have we, as a collective, been out here going over the same stuff every single day? And I'm not talking about the lines and all that, but over the same thing. Because we'll go back from last night with the original call, with the everything. They put it as a check and patrol to keep an eye out on your house. That's why they didn't send anybody out last night. Okay.
Well, we didn't need that until 21st.
Well, yeah, so that's why they put it out as why nobody came out for you yesterday, or last
Well,
night.
you know, too, last week, now, we didn't call you guys because there's a big red paint or whatever it is on the roof.
Okay.
Now, I handed the cop yesterday
Okay.
the ledger. You know what he did with it? He gave him that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
It's glass that's in the yard. They could blast and hit anybody. And then we could be responsible for that. Am I right?
Answer! That's why you're supposed to clean it up, dummy. At least before mowing the yard. But let's face it, Ed, you don't mow that lawn. And those shards of glass will probably be there until you all are forced to move out at some point. Side note, look at Sally. She's obviously not getting the response she was expecting or hoping for. And it's hilarious that she still hasn't learned the most important lesson of all. Never trust Chance! Whether he's lying or not, information coming from him is more suspect than chicken salad that's been sitting in the sun for 7 hours. You obviously believed the trolling he was fed because he believed it! Sally! Chance doesn't even know when he's being trolled most times. Ed playing detective badly. Skip.
I now have his parents' address,
Parents' address?
and I'm sure they could give it to you guys.
Okay, so what's going on today?
He said they were on the 21st, they were just throw a Molotov cocktail at the porch.
So who's this text from?
We don't know.
Okay.
You're not being entirely truthful there, Sally. Chance probably told you who it came from, and if you've been watching the Raxi saga for a while, you probably know who the unnamed helper is too. Ask yourself, do you really want to trust a nameless person that Chance believes? How has it worked for you so far?
He's somebody that's been helping us all along, but he just doesn't want his name put out there, so that
So if you got a text from somebody,
he says he's got his address.
Your address?
No, they don't got my address. I falsified my renewal. Put down 1060 West Addison.
1060 West Addison? Wrigley Field.
Just put over the links where they talk about it, they're laughing, they're planning.
yeah, there's like, this is chat rooms. It's
yeah.
not like that, yeah.
But this is a chat room that not just anybody can use it to.
Well, there's different ones. I mean, it's all over the internet.
There are other
Like, they
people.
have pages for Chance. I don't know if you're aware of it.
No, I don't get on.
Okay, well, I mean, they have,
I'm computer dumb.
like, they've got, I'll be honest with you, like, they put it over, like, the guy that does, like, the National Discovery, like, the BBC guy, they have like, a half-hour special on Chance. Like, they have all these things, and they have, like, body camera footage from that, like, of different times that we've been out here, and all these different things. Like, it's a cult following of Chance, waiting to see what he does next. And he just keeps posting and posting and posting dumb shit. And they're waiting for it. So we're getting calls from people from out of state. Like, we got one from last night from like a 447 area code.
Well, that could be anywhere.
It can be anywhere. They're wanting welfare check on Chance because they're worried about him, because he's doing. And we are upfront. Like, what's he doing today? We got another one about Chance. I mean, I'm honest with you. When I come out here, it's Chance again.
Right, well,
And-
that's like yesterday. I come walking out here, I lit a cigarette, I turn around, here they come. I just looked at them and I started laughing.
I mean, it's because it's never ending, because people will go on because they're waiting to see the new post from Chance.
Well, you know, this is something that, you know,
Yeah,
could
and
actually...
this is something for sure. This is something completely different. Absolutely. So
Because I'm ready to... I got a paintball gun in there. I'm ready to just go
well,
through...
yeah, I get you.
You know, I'm ready to go throw 10 of them in the freezer and then have 10 of them out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm done with it.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with your guys' frustration over the situation.
7 years, Steve.
I know. I mean,
Come on. How much can you take?
exactly. And that is kind of the point that we're at with you guys, is how much are you guys, I mean, you guys have to sit down with him and go, look, man.
He doesn't sit down, he gets up and runs the stomp off again.
Yeah, but there's going to be a point
Now,
where,
there was a time that he wasn't on it.
yeah,
And the same shit happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never
So-
It doesn't matter if we
I see you and Sally are not much smarter than Chance. Let's take a moment and see if we can figure out why the harassment continues when Chance is not online. Is it because people are trying to bring him back? Is it because people don't like him? Is it because people enjoy making his life miserable? The answer is quite obviously yes. See, now the only way to get peace is to move, since almost the whole internet knows your address. Hell, I know it by memory. Your regarded son has made your home a target, both through his behavior and because he told strangers on the internet where he lives.
get him off the internet, not still doing it.
but he's some of his posts are getting weirder and weirder. I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
well, yeah. So it's going to get to a point where it gets to if he's going to say or threaten or get to a point where he's going to do things that are a little bit over the top, he may get arrested.
well,
okay.
he's never going to leave the house.
Well, I understand that, but if he's going to do certain things, like he's getting close to showing things that he should be showing on the internet, and then he's going to be done, and and you won't be able to help him because he's getting close on some of these posts. Okay, so I will just leave it at that, and you don't have to imagine what I'm trying to tell you.
I know what you're trying to
Okay.
say.
So as soon as that happens, he's done.
Well, you know, too, I mean, he's done there, but what about the damage? Damage to the house, damage to the roof, damage to the car.
Give me 1 second. This is one of the detectives. All right. So I'm gonna see what's going on.
Ed, you're either truly a moron or you've been around Sally and Chance too long. Consider, if you can, the difference between petty vandalism to one house and a sicko publicly playing with himself in front of well over 1,000 people. Which seems like the bigger priority to you. Do you suppose that harboring and abiding such a sicko might just be why the vandalism happened? Might that explain a lot of the animosity the world at large feels toward Chance, and you by association? We're gonna break it off here. In a minute, Ed tried guilting the officer over nothing being done about the mousetrap. I mean, Bullet, from the attempted assassination of Chance Wilkins through the window, while he was standing away from said window. Coincidentally, I have made a little video about why there is no Bullet. I'll put it up as a card in case you're interested. Thank you for watching this. You are truly the finest meatbags and bots on this planet.